And wherever you are, go ahead and share tonight's episode with someone, with a friend. And if you're driving in your car, let someone know where they can hear TMG.
It's time to get on board. TMG is taking off.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to TMG. I'm your host, Travis Patton Sr. I enjoy discovering and sharing real-life moments of inspiration from everyday people. And this show is about finding moments of inspiration for our everyday lives. And look, and if you're going to tell me something, then tell me something good. Hi, everybody! Welcome to a new episode of TMG. I'm your host, Travis Patton Sr. Hey, guys, real quick, do me a favor. You know how we like to do this, guys. Don't forget to visit, stream, and like, and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's Tell Me Something Good with a capital T. And as always, I want to give a huge shout out to my biggest supporter, my biggest fan, my lovely wife, Nicole. Hey, girl, how you doing? I know you're watching. I know you're listening. Man, today's episode is going to be absolutely amazing. I have been waiting on this episode because it has really been speaking to me. And I know when you hear it, you're going to love it too, guys. It is absolutely amazing, guys. Let me go ahead and get some stuff out the way so we can dive right into this. If this is your very first time hearing the show, your very first time listening to my voice, guys, let me tell you something. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. Whether someone told you about the show or maybe you found us by accident, however you are here, let me take this time to tell you I appreciate you and thank you for being a part of the show. As a matter of fact, if this is your very first time tuning in, I want you to type the word new in chat if you're watching this. Yeah, go ahead and type in the word new. Now you say, Travis, look, man, I'm not watching this. I'm listening to this on iHeartRadio. I'm listening to this on Pandora or Spotify. That's okay. You don't have to type it in. Go ahead and just say in the atmosphere, I'm new. Yeah, I'm new. Yeah, let me hear you say it. I'm new. I'm so glad that you're here. And for everyone that has been listening to the show for the 4 years that we've been streaming, let me tell you this much. I appreciate you. Whether you are in Canada or the Philippines or Vietnam or China or the UK, wherever you are around the world, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to the show. Guys, listen, if you've been listening to the show, everybody knows that this show is all about finding moments of inspiration in our everyday lives. So if you have an inspiring story that you'd like to tell and maybe come on the show, drop me an email at tellmesomething21@gmail.com. And you say, Travis, I don't want to come on the show, but I know someone that has an inspiring story that would be great for your audience. What can I do? Send me their information. Email me, tellmesomething21@gmail.com. And you can even remain anonymous if you'd like. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and play some information from our affiliate sponsors. Once I get that out the way, I'm going to bring on our guest today. We're going to get started. But before we do, guys, I want to go ahead and say this. If you look behind me, you notice that September is National Suicide Prevention Month. Yeah, National Suicide Prevention Month. You may not be aware of this, but suicide is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. I know you had no idea. You probably thought it was from something else, but suicide is one of the leading causes of death in the United States, man. Listen, over 49,000 people died by suicide in 2022. That is actually one death in every 11 minutes. Many adults think about suicide or attempt suicide. And listen, about 13.2 million seriously thought about suicide. 3.8 million made a plan for it. And 1.6 million people attempted suicide. If you feel that you need some assistance and you need some help, guys, there is help. Here's the helpline. It is 988 for Suicide and Crisis Line. Languages are available are English and Spanish, and they are available 24 hours a day. Let me go ahead and play the sponsorship information. When we do, we come back, and we gonna dive right into this one. Don't go nowhere. I'm still here.
Walmart is a proud associate sponsor of TMG Tell Me Something Good podcast. Please use the special link bit.ly/Tell Me Something Good and visit our sponsor. Remember, I may earn a commission when you buy through this link. Fanatics is the place to go for all of your officially licensed sports gear from your favorite sports and sports teams. Use the special link bit.ly/Tell Me Something 21 and pay a visit to our sponsor today. Remember, I may earn a commission when you buy through this link.
Breaking your phone sucks. Breaking your phone, then trying to sell it online sucks. Breaking your phone, selling it online, only to find out that the money you'll only get for it sucks. Breaking your phone, selling it online for peanuts, shipping it, and finding out that you got scammed sucks. Gizmodo makes selling your phone fast, safe, and simple by paying you the highest price for your device. And with Gizmodo's free unlimited shipping and price guarantee, millions of people are starting to sell on Gizmodo. Fast, safe, simple. Gizmodo.
There it is, guys, right there. Please visit what our affiliate sponsors. The information is right below in the chat. Thank you, everybody. And if you're watching this later on, listen up for that information. We'll give it to you, guys. Today's episode is absolutely amazing. Again, like I said, I've been waiting on this. And if you have not heard the title of the episode, guys, today's episode title is entitled Fourth and Goal. Yeah, Fourth and Goal. And with the kickoff of football here in the United States and around the world, I was thinking about what to name this episode, but it came to me, Fourth and Goal. Guys, American football is an entertaining and fun sport that people around the world enjoy watching. That's right, man. I'm talking about from the corners of Japan to Germany. The popularity of the sport is undeniable. And like every sport and every game, there are rules to how the game is played. Each team, guys, each team gets what's called an opportunity to move the ball, to advance the ball, and to try and score. There are rules to how the game is played. Each team gets an opportunity to try and score, which is called a touchdown. And they get 4 opportunities on each down or each chance to try and score what they call a touchdown. Now, each time the team with the ball gains 10 yards, those opportunities or those downs start all over again. And when they are right on the verge of scoring a touchdown, that is called the goal line. That is the line that they need to cross in order to score a point. Tonight's special guest, guys, knows, listen, firsthand what it is like to fight against the odds. They understand what it's like to feel your chances are slipping away and what it's like to fight with all you've got when it's 4th and goal. Guys, I want you to do me a favor. Give a huge TMG welcome for our very special guest, Shawn Harper. What's up, Shawn? How you doing?
Listen. Stop. Okay. Now, I'm in the office right now. Okay. But listen, bro, you can't have your energy kick up here and not me match you. Okay. So I'm going to have you hold on. Listen. Hold on.
Take the jacket off. You got to come with it, Shawn.
Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. And go, Shawn.
Come on.
You got to be hyped for that one.
Come on. Let's go, man. Listen.
Guys, listen, man, Shawn. I'm happy that you're here, and I'm glad you're matching this energy, Shawn, because
yeah.
I enjoy watching football, Shawn, but one thing I like watching, and you can attest to this because you were an NFL player. When it's 4th and goal, man, listen, energy is up. Energy is hype. We're going to push this ball to that next yard, that next inch. We are going to make it on 4th and goal, man. Shawn, I'm glad you're here.
You know what? Thank you for having me. You know what? Let's have fun. Let's win. And in the midst of excitement, maybe we can extract a few teaching moments out of it. If not, I'm just going to live off this enthusiasm for the rest of the day, and I'll just torment the office with it. That's no problem.
Woo! See, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. You, like I said, you played in the NFL. You literally played in the NFL, Shawn. And you and I, we had a really great discussion before the show. And man, it's still sticking in my head. And it was phenomenal. This absolutely this poignant. If you don't mind, please do me a favor. Let the audience know a little bit about yourself, Shawn, and who you are.
You know what? Shawn Harper. I played several years professional football, Rams, Colts. Man, I played over in NFL Europe as well for the European audience. Had an absolute blast. I played both right and left tackle. I was on the team, and I blocked for some great running backs, guys like Jerome Bettis, Marshall Faulk.
No way!
That's
right. Man, the boss.
In college, I was blessed to block for Anthony Thompson. Not a lot of times, but the guy that I really blocked for, who almost won the Heisman, his name is Von Dunbar. So just an absolute time. Stepped away from it, but I think the real story is not so much of playing football, but how I'm able and how God has blessed me to take all that I've done and to parlay it into the moment. So you mentioned something about 4th and goal. Like you see the end zone, you see where you're going, you see the end zone, you hear the crowd, you hear everyone yelling. The end zone, you can smell it, but you know what the secret is to 4th and goal?
What's the secret?
Understanding the power of the moment, focusing on the moment, living in the moment, and putting all of your energy into that one moment. You know, one of the things I feel that makes athletes superior in business, and I'm biased, but I think athletes are superior when it comes to business, is because in corporate, they teach you how to use the cerebral or to use your mind. Okay.
Correct.
And they really rely on your intellect. But when it comes to an athlete, he or she not only uses their mind, they use their body, they use their emotions, they use the spirit, they use their soul. They use at the same time. Everything comes to one point at the same time. And it's a continual, perpetual motion throughout the game. And that if you go into the game and you're lacking the physical, but you got the mental, you can't play. If you got the physical, but you're lacking the mental, you can't play. You have to have everything focused together, moving at the same time to one specific point. That is how you dominate.
Guys, I told you, I've been waiting on this episode because everybody that's listening, I don't care where you are, what city you in, what country you in, maybe you're in a village. I don't care if you're in a 1-bedroom apartment. Everyone, at one point in time, you have felt like it is 4th and goal in your life.
Yeah.
Have you ever, you could see a dream in front of you, but not achieve it? Have you ever seen a goal in front of you? And he's like, man, I just wish I could be like this person. I wish I could make it to the next point. I wish I could make it to the next mark. You're at a fourth and goal point. Right now, if you say, I just wish my family could be better. I wish my finances could be better. I wish my relationships could be different. You are fourth and goal. Right when you know you can see where you need to go. You are fourth and goal. There are people right now, Shawn, who are listening, and they say, man, I'm living day to day, this paycheck to paycheck, and I don't know how we're going to do it. Right now, you're fourth and goal. There are people who are in situations, and you are fourth and goal. Shawn said, if you don't have all the resources that you think you should have, if you begin to focus everything that you do have, you can push it that extra mile. You can push it that extra inch. Yeah. Don't look about what you have to go. Even though you're fourth and goal, Shawn, you know what that means? You've already come 99 yards.
Right. But it also means that's when it's the toughest.
Yeah.
It's when you're right there. It's when you're right there. That's when you're right next to your breakthrough, right next to that, to it all just going to the next level. You're right there. I remember it was about 4 days ago, man, and I probably had one of the most stressful moments I've had in years. I mean, there was a lot, and I sat in the airport, and I'm like, you know what? I was like, God, this is where I'm at right now, and basically, I heard him say, "That's all I need for you to say to me." Sometimes, and I need everyone to hear this. Sometimes, and I hate to, I'm always using the word, God and the Lord, but I have to. I just really have to, because He is my rock. But
there you go.
Speaking of that word rock, sometimes God doesn't call you to move the rock. He just wants you to push against the rock. But we get the mindset that we're supposed to move the rock, and we're pushing against this rock every day. Nothing's happening. We're pushing for new opportunities. Nothing's happening. We think that we're sinking. And then one day He says, I never told you to move the rock. I called you to push the rock. Now take a second and look away from your adversity and your complaining and your myopic mindset, and look how big your arms have gotten. Look at your chest. Look at your legs, because you pushed against this rock every single day. Every single day you pushed against this rock. You were obedient, you were consistent, and you submitted. You're that much stronger now. I'm going to move the rock for you.
Wow, man. Listen, guys, I told you this was going to be good. I waited for this one. So, Shawn, man, here it is. A lot of times, you're right, man. We spend a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort trying to remove things that we aren't supposed to remove. We spend a lot of energy trying to get rid of stuff you were never supposed to get rid of. It was supposed to be resistance. It was supposed to push back against you. It was supposed to give you a hard time. It was supposed to give you some trouble. I think that's one of the things that I like to listen to. I read across this, and the Bible said, it was good for me that I was afflicted. Yeah, yes. So it was good you had some resistance. It was good you had some problems. It was good it rained on them days you thought it was going to be sunny. It was good some things didn't work out for you. It was good that you had the resistance that you had. And you don't feel the resistance until it gets fourth and goal. I know you will feel the resistance all the while down the field. Every time you're trying to achieve something, there's going to be resistance. But your strongest resistance will always be when you're the closest. Yeah, let me say that one more time. I'm going to look right in the camera. Your strongest resistance will always come when you are the closest. So if you're feeling some strong resistance right now, understand that you are closer than you ever realized. You are almost to cross into the touchdown.
You know what? The same energy that can that is pushing you one way, if you have the right perspective, will be the same energy stored up to push you to the other
Say
way.
that. Say
So what
that.
I mean by that is that when you most of the time when you launch, see, we're taught that when you launch, you go from a standing point and then you execute and you move forward. And
Correct.
I fought social media, I fought society, I fought pastors, I fought the actual church structure because they never show the pain. They never talk about the pain. They never talk about the problems. All you see is person looking great. This
Right.
person's
Looking
doing
good.
this.
How they came
Dude, let
out
me tell
looking
you something,
good.
man. Dude, I mean, listen, I was on like a, let's say, man, maybe like a 5-2 split when I used to bodybuild out west. You mean, and it's like 5 days a week. It's like hitting that, hitting all of the protein but you see the results. A 5-2 split. I'm sorry, but you don't see the pain. And when you are about to be projected to the next level, it's
Mhm.
kind of like a bow and arrow. So a
Mm.
bow and arrow doesn't just launch first, it has to move backwards
It's got
first.
to move backwards first.
And it's recoiling all that kinetic energy. So when it's time for you to launch, you're like, where did this person come from? You don't understand the pain. They were in the incubator. And the reason why people don't grow is because they refuse to submit to the incubator.
Sean, they don't want to get that pullback, and they
Mhm.
forget to understand. If you take that same example of a bow and arrow, the bow can only store up so much potential energy. It has to release it. So where you are right now, you've gone back as far as you can go. Maybe this is your time of release. Maybe this is your release. It's like fourth and go. You can only hold that ball so long. Sooner or later, you're going to have to hike it.
Right?
Sooner or later, that ball's got to be hiked.
Yes.
You have been on standby long enough. Yeah, there are people right now that's listening. Let me help you out. You have been on standby long enough. Maybe this is your time to go ahead and move the ball. This is your time to go ahead and get started. Sean, people hear you talking. They hear you speaking now, and they hear you talking, man, but your life didn't start this way. Your life, your story is completely different. People go, oh man, he played in NFL. He blocked for all these great people. I know he had a great start. Oh, he went to the best colleges. Everybody liked him. Everybody wanted this man. Oh, this guy's great. But Sean, your story is truly inspiring because it didn't start that way. We see the outcome. Like you say, we see the outcome of things, but things didn't begin that way with you. Now, did they?
No. I had challenges in almost every facet of my life. I mean,
Wow.
I was actually physically, and you know what, I don't never talk about this, but I was physically abused by my father. I'm one of 6 kids, documented with, like the learning disabilities, voted most likely to fail. I mean, there was a lot there.
Wait, voted most likely to
Yeah.
fail.
Yes.
But you
But
mean they actually voted you most
yes.
likely to fail?
Yes, and what is so amazing about that is that I was blessed to marry the valedictorian, right? So my wife
The
she will
irony.
she'll tell you, she was there, she saw the whole thing. But the thing about
Wow.
God is this, God doesn't call the qualified; He qualifies the call.
That's it.
Right? And if you could just learn how to change your perspective, and that's what happened with me, is that I had a conversation, and the conversation is that I don't have what it takes to be successful. I don't have it. I don't have the things, like, even if you saw me today, and if you knew me, you'd be like, what is it?
Why is he even
But
here?
listen, it happens every day. I see it in people's eyes, like,
What's he doing?
But it's because I was put on a different trajectory, and the trajectory is that I can't be successful, but I can win. And so I now look at my life. I look at life, and I look at it from a straight competitive perspective. How do I overcome? How do I conquer? How do I dominate? How do I win? And before I do that, my chief competitor is not my obstacle. It's okay. Listen, stop. Listen, it's never about the obstacle. The person that's listening to me right now, the debt, the finances, it's never about the obstacle. It's all about you. And I'm gonna share something with you, right? It's gonna be kind of trippy, right? But listen, everything that's around you right now is the result of what's in you right now. Period. About 80 to 90% true of what I just said. Everything that happens around your entire environment is the result of what's in you. You never have or maintain what you want. You can only have and maintain what you are, what you attract in your life. And the dichotomy is that I want to do this, I want to get to this level, I want to make it. But before you can change what's going on outside of here, you got to change what's going on inside of here, inside of here, inside of here. And the way that you do that is that you go to school. Yeah, I'm not talking about first grade to 12th grade. You go to the school of life, and every day is a lesson. And through the pain, you look for the lesson. Through the success, you look for the lesson. Through the adversity, you look for the lesson. Through the criticism and the rejection, you look for the lesson. Where's the lesson in this? And once you start, and when you make life a lesson or actual teaching opportunity, an apparatus, now it creates a level of humility in your life, because God can speak through your mentor, or God can speak through a mouse. And you have to have the ear to hear a person talking and to hear God or the divine, whatever you want to say, speaking course correction in your life. That's how you do it. When they went to the moon originally, when they went to the moon the first time, you know how they got there? They went this way, and then they said, okay, we're 18 miles off course. The next day, okay, we're about 18 or 80 miles off course, and they course corrected all their way to the moon. Course correction, course correction, course correction. And when you get that mindset that failure is your friend, it no longer has anything to do with failure. It's called tuition, how you can grow through attrition and to mature and to dominate this game of life.
Man, wait, guys, wait a minute. He said, your failure is tuition. That's what you pay to get where you want to go. Your failure is your tuition. That is what you pay. That's the price that you pay to get where you go. You can continue to make those course corrections, and you will arrive at the... Guys, I told you this was a good episode. Shawn, you dropping knowledge, man. You spitting some stuff up in here, Shawn. Listen, I know you're in your office, and they not ready for this today, Shawn.
I'm just matching your energy. I'm just matching your energy, man. I'm just matching.
They not ready for this today, Shawn. Man.
I'm just matching your energy,
man. This is incredible, and I knew this was going to be a great episode because it spoke to me first. It spoke to me in all the fourth and goal situations in my life, and whether you are dealing with something emotionally, or whether you're dealing with something, a situation mentally, whatever it is, you may be saying, this is the last time. I can't take another thing of this. I can't take any more of this. You better understand, you're at a critical point. Fourth and goal means you are at a critical point. And Shawn, you said that my failures is my tuition. So I may have not gotten it right the first time, but I can get it right the next time. I didn't get it right that time, but I got another chance. I can try it again the different time. I can correct that course. And I may have tried running Jerome Bettis around the right side. Now we're going to try to do it on the left side. So now we're going to try it up the middle. Maybe we'll try a halfback pass, but we're going to try, and we're going to keep trying because it's fourth and goal. I can't stop right now, Shawn. It's fourth and goal. I can't quit right now, Shawn. Listen, you already came 99 yards. What you gonna quit for now? You've already overcome all the things they said you shouldn't. Shawn, you said you voted most likely to fail. There's no way you can quit right now. You've already overcome that. They already said you weren't supposed to be in the NFL. Well, it's too late now. You can't quit now. You've already overcome that. What I'm saying is this. Everyone that's listening, you have already overcome everything you weren't supposed to overcome. Everything that you said, I can't make it past. You've already made it past it. You can't quit now. You can't stop now, man. Shawn, when I
Well,
say, go ahead, man.
well, it's not. I mean, yes, you can't stop, but the answer is in the why.
There you
Why
go.
you can't stop.
There you go.
You know, one of the first things is you're talking about suicide, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I've noticed that people who are struggling and people who are looking at that option is that they constrict their world. It's a slow constriction. And so they begin to isolate themselves. They
Correct.
begin to move back. They begin to withdraw. So when you say, well, what do I have to live for? Who do I have to live for? Who would even understand? Who would even know? Who would even care?
Here.
You've now separated yourself. You've disattached yourself from every aspect of life. So then that decision is easy. But when it comes to fourth and goal, as an offensive lineman, my why is my running back. My why is my quarterback. My why is my 100,000 fans in the stadium cheering. You know what I'm saying? My why is so much deeper. So you have to now reattach your why. My why is my purpose. My why is my calling. My why is my son. It's like I lay it on the line, baby. Let's go. Let's go, because so much is dependent on me. That's my why. My
And
why.
that's what you
Listen to
gotta
this.
do.
No. My why is my testimony.
Say it, Shawn.
So it's like, no, baby, no. You know, yes, it's about you, but it's not, but it's meant to pass through you.
Through you.
So it has to be greater than you. So when you begin to deduct your life back to you, it's so easy to make decisions. Man,
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's so easy to really get into some stuff because you know what? The ramifications of your actions, it's just you.
It's just
And that's
me.
not
I'm the
true.
only one got to deal with it. But when you
It's
don't
not true.
consider there are other people that have to deal with your decision,
Yes.
then that's when you go, well, you wait a minute. I got my fans. I got,
Yes.
I can't do that. I can't do a false start. I can't do a
Yes.
false start.
Yes.
I got and guys, if you're not aware of what American football looks like, and I say American football because there's different types. American football, they get down. I'm gonna put this video up for you. They get down and they down like this. And when they're down like this, they have to stay this way until that ball is hiked. They have to remain in that position. They have to remain in position, and that is a ready position. You have to remain ready. Yeah, you have to always remain ready. It
Can't
may not
move.
be your turn right now, but get ready. It may not be your opportunity yet, but get ready. It's not time to go yet, but get ready. And notice they're in this position, but they have a plan. Yeah, they're in a position, but they have a plan. The defense doesn't know, but they have a plan. Listen, when you're in a ready position, have your plan. I don't know. Listen, your opposition was pushing against you doesn't know, but you have to have a plan. Have a plan. It's fourth and goal, but I got a plan. I know they said this, but you know what, Shawn? I got a plan. It doesn't feel good being like this always, but I got a plan. My knees hurt, but I'm in a plan. My back is tired, but I'm in a plan.
Yeah. But once again, I have to bring, if it's okay, I have to bring a
Go
spiritual
for it.
element. I have to bring a spiritual element into this, because when you are fourth and goal and you're at the end zone, it is the loudest. Remember one time we were playing, let's say it was Green Bay, and other time we were playing Michigan. And I'm in the 4-yard line, 5-yard, and it's so you cannot hear. And I'm like, you know what? I got to get the jump. I know what to do. I got to take this. I know the play. I know the technique. I'm ready to roll.
Right.
But out of 110,000 people screaming at me, I'll say it again. I got 110,000 people screaming at me. I have the defense yelling, throwing off false signals, saying hut to get me to jump off sides. I have to mentally train my mind and train my ears to hear one voice.
One voice.
And people are yelling, and I'm listening for the quarterback. That's it. And
Man.
oftentimes, if he comes to the line and he says, hold, I mean, trust me, you can't hear. He's like, hold, Omaha. The play is going the opposite way, or the play is coming my way. If I don't catch that audible, I have 2 seconds to catch that audible. If I don't catch that audible, I will miss my block. I will miss the snap count, and I can blow up that whole play. I have to catch it. And so I've learned, and that people have to learn as the noise increases, you have to retreat, spend time alone in prayer with God to hear the audible, to hear the change of the play.
I like
and
it.
when he says move, you got to move. When he says step, even when it don't seem like you should step, you got to step, because it's coming down to that.
It's coming down to it. It's coming down to it. And here's the thing is when the play is called to your side, when it's called to your side, you gotta be ready.
Oh yeah.
You gotta be ready, because it's coming. It won't be no let me get ready. You gotta be ready.
You gotta be ready.
Man, so when you started in life, it could be said, really kind of use a phrase, to use a football reference, you were already behind the sticks when you started in life. The way things started, you had abuse from your father. You voted most likely to fail. That's the most strange thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And you're not the only one who's been abused. All the people been listening to this show have been abused. So people can say you were behind the sticks, so to speak, if you use a football term. You weren't ahead of the sticks. How did the challenges, man? How did those challenges? I could see how those challenges made you better and encouraged you. But how did the challenge you had to face early in life shape and have an impact on the way you feel about yourself? The way you felt about yourself? How did those challenges, that you had to overcome, how did they help shape that?
Oh, every day. It's like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna say this, okay, because I'm gonna go where most people don't. Right?
Go.
Trust. I have a great answer and blah blah blah, and just make great choices. And life happens. No. Because you bringing that dog out in me right now, so I'm gonna have to just go there. You know what it's like? It's like an everlasting log sitting in the middle of your soul, and it burns. And you allow it to push against you. You allow it to just slowly burn, and you slowly extinguish every word spoken over you. You slowly extinguish the hatred and the self-hatred. You slowly extinguish as you grow and you mature. Yesterday I was in prayer, we're giving this a gratitude prayer. And I was like, thank God for the pain, because the pain keeps you hungry, yet the pain keeps you humble. At the same time, it keeps you hungry and it keeps you humble. And then as soon as I get to the next level, there's some more pain. And I get to the next level, there's some more pain. My idea, my perspective, my mindset is, pain, what are you teaching me? Hurt, what are you teaching me? I was reading, right? I don't get into that. But yeah, it's I'm always going through. I'm always taking one stick off the flame at a time. I got a lifetime of situations that I have to deal with. But classes and session, this is why I grow so quick. It's because God has broken me with the humility. I'm not saying I'm humble 100%, but he's broken me with the humility to learn from the pain, learn from the adversity, learn from the lessons. Yes.
I like that, Shawn. I'm still learning, man. I'm still. But you understand, Shawn, that's a classroom that we're all still in. That's a classroom we're all still in. That's a test we all take every day. We are all taking that test every day. I promise you all. So fast forward, man. I can't even begin to imagine how things like that can impact our personal thing. And you said you learned to let that help make you. What's this teaching me? So fast forward. Okay, it's 1980. It's the 1980 NFL draft. Here it is. Dun, 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 dun. 1980 NFL draft. I'm not even in high school yet. I'm in middle school. And And so it's the NFL draft 1980. And I started to get one of your pictures, but I said, no, I'm not going to do that to him. And it's the third round.
Fourth round.
Fourth round. And everybody's been called. Fourth round, third round, fourth round. And here it is. Describe what it was like hearing your name called. And what I'm asking you is this. You just told us everything you had to deal with. You just told us your whole life started, you was behind the sticks. That means it was always tough for you to gain yards. It was always tough for you to get the first down. It was always a struggle for you to do something. It was always hard. Whatever somebody else could do this, it took you 3 or 4 times harder to do it. You just said, man, it was harder. But here it is now. Fourth round, NFL draft, 1980. What was it like to hear your name called, knowing it was called above all of that stuff? What was it like to hear your name called?
Well, it was, I'm in my apartment, just me and one friend. That's just how I wanted it. I didn't want a huge party. I didn't want all the accolades. Just me and one friend, and we're sitting there, and Coach calls and he says, "Are you ready?" I said, "Coach, I'm ready." Hangs up within like 20 seconds. They announce it, and the word goes out, and I shut off the TV, and I went to celebrate. I went to Red Lobster, right? so that was my actual celebration. But the mindset to answer that, the mindset of what it felt like was in my mind was, okay, you have another challenge, or you got another hill to climb. You have to make the roster. You have to contribute. You're going up against the best athletes, the best athletes in the world. You're going up against them on your team. And so you have another hill to climb, how to climb it. And immediately my mind went to, okay, how to climb it, how to dominate it. And that's basically what I did. Just started from ground zero, and I worked my way all the way up. Kept working, and boom, that's it. Every challenge I have is how to win.
Exactly, man. If it were me, and I'm sitting here in my apartment with my friend, we relaxing, we chilling, we waiting for the draft. I can only begin to imagine everything negative that someone said to you had to come and revisit you at that moment. Like, you call. Nobody's gonna call your name, man.
Okay, no. It's fuel. It's fuel.
That's right.
I made and listen to what I'm about to tell you. Okay,
go for it.
Okay, because I don't think I've told many people this at all. What I share when I speak about my life, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's about a 6 compared to what I really went through. I never go into the depths of what I really, really went through. So I had a chip on my shoulder. I had a quiet little chip on my shoulder, like, you know what? Yeah, I did it. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something, man. And this is what I've learned, okay? And this is for people out there, okay? Anger always destroys the container that it's held in. And it comes a point where you have to take the log out, take the coals that's driven you to levels of winning and levels of success, and you have to put a new energy source in there, okay? And that energy source is love. Now, dig it. Check this out. I need you to understand that. When you are driven by anger or fear, you are driven. When you are driven by love, you're not driven. Or when you're motivated by love, you're not driven, you're led. Okay? There's a difference.
Okay.
When you meet a person who's driven, you just watch them, maybe they're trying to prove a point. Maybe they're trying to make
something right.
And they go nonstop. You're like, this person's driven, watch out, pray to God you're not in their path. Okay, because they're not going to stop. Versus when a person's led. Okay, there's a big difference. And so now I'm in the process. I'm not 100%, but I'm converting that fuel, okay, from anger to love. It's like, Lord, allow me to do this because of love. Allow me to do this for pure love, and allow that to be my energy source. Because
Right,
when true love is your energy source, it is inexhaustible. Can't get rid of it.
Man, listen, I don't know if y'all are catching this. Shawn said, when you are motivated by love, you are led. And you know what happens when you're led, Shawn?
Mm.
You get an opportunity to catch your breath.
Yeah.
It's like a timeout.
Yeah.
You know, it's like taking a timeout. When you're driven, you can't even catch your breath. When you're
Nope.
driven, I'm gonna
tired,
do this.
you're angry,
It's the next best
bitter.
thing.
Yeah.
But when you are led, you get an opportunity to catch your breath. I believe right now, Shawn, there are some people right now who's saying, I've been through so much, I'm just trying to catch my breath. I've been trying to drive and make my family be successful, make myself be successful. You've been trying to drive this and drive it, and you've been and here's the irony, Shawn. The irony is this: when a team has the ball, it's called they're on a what? A drive.
Mm-hmm.
They're on
Mm-hmm.
a drive.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes the quarterback to lead them.
Yep.
So the team is on a drive, but the quarterback is the one who leads them. The quarterback knows when you need to take a timeout. He knows when his tackle needs to break. He knows when his offensive line needs to regroup. The team is on a drive, but the quarterback is the one that's doing the leading. They're the one who knows when a break is needed. They're the one who knows when we need to take another look at this. They're the one. They'll look at the defense. Mm-hmm. He'll read the defense and go, "Yeah, we're gonna take a break, take a timeout. I read that defense. I didn't like what I saw, and I'm gonna cut the timeout so we can get reset.
A break.
This.
Yeah.
A lot of times, Shawn, we just need to reset. We need to take a break and reset. When it's 4th and goal, you got to take a listen. You got to reset and get ready.
So maybe, just maybe, the reason why they're at 4th and goal is because they need to stop being driven and learn to be led.
And learn to be led by the quarterback. And let what's supposed to lead you, lead you. If the play was supposed to run to the left and you went to the right, let's take a break. So when I say Omaha, you know we're going to the opposite side.
Right.
I told you guys that this was going to be good because I know, Shawn, that there are people right now that said, man, I feel right now that my life is at that crossroad. And 4th and goal, you're at a crossroad. Now, you've played in the NFL and you was very successful. From what I hear, you blocking people like Jerome Bettis. You were successful in college and in the Canadian League. Go Canadian! I like watching the Canadian League, by the way. You are accustomed to making that final push to get where you need to go as an offensive lineman. So you know about making that push and that final push. What are some things that helped you remain motivated for that final push when it's necessary to make that final push? What are some things that help keep you motivated? Because you go into that same line. You're the left tackle, and you got a guard here. You got the same person snapping the ball, same quarterback, and right in front of you is that same defensive end going, "Yup, I'm coming again. I'm coming at you again."
So living for the people. It's that to me is one of the hallmarks of a hero. Okay, is when the hero sees the opposition.
Right.
He doesn't or she doesn't run from the fire; they run to the fire. And that it's I'm running to the fire. Why? For him? Is a hero doing it for himself or for herself?
Exactly.
It's the people. I'm here for the people. So when you take out that energy source and you put another energy source of beloved in there, I'm doing it for the people.
Exactly.
That's it. Is that what is the motus of operandi in your life?
Last thing, Shawn, I like to ask this of all of my guests. I like to know, There are some people listening and watching the show right now today, and that feel the pressure of that final fourth and goal push, that feel the responsibility of that final push, and feel the opposition of that final push. What can you say to encourage everyone today who feels that they are in their final push?
If you can help it, call a timeout. Call a timeout and make sure you're running the right play. And that timeout could look like, you know what, I'm going to take a couple days and I'm going to lock myself into a hotel room and I'm going to pray. I'm going to take, you know what, this weekend, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't going no PTA. I ain't going no AAU basketball. It's so crazy, man, is that people are so busy. I'm talking to my wife, she's volunteering for this and this. And I be watching. I'm like, stop. No, the answer for me by default is no.
No.
Okay. And take that time and say, do I need to change the play? Do I need to do an Omaha? Okay. Or I just need to just take a knee for about 20-second timeout and grab some water, get my mind right and settle down a bit. If you have an opportunity, call timeout.
Man, guys, let me tell you something. First of all, Shawn, thank you for being a part of the show today. Thank you for being here. I know you got a busy schedule. Thank you for taking out your time for the show.
Sure.
Shawn, I really, really enjoyed this, guys. Guys, listen, whether it is your first down, meaning your first try, or your fourth and goal, or you down to your last thing, one thing I know is this, Shawn: fourth and goal people are desperate people.
Yes.
Fourth and goal people will lay it all on the line. And I know there's some fourth and goal people right here, Shawn. They are not willing to quit. They made a recommitment to their why and said, I'm not going to stop now. I know there's some fourth and goal people right now, Shawn. They said, you know what? I've come too far to throw in the towel. If I had to take that same towel and wipe my face, I'm wiping my face because it's fourth and goal. Shawn Harper, thank you so much for being part of the show, guys. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Guys, listen, you know how we do this. Each week, you can stream right here at TMG. Tell Me Something Good podcast, guys. 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern to listen to the show. Or get us on your favorite streaming platform like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartMusic, and so many more. Guys, we got to get out of here. You want us to stay, but we got to leave. But it's always imparting. If you're going to tell me something, then tell me something good. I'm out of here. I got to go. Peace.
Man.